What is up guys, and welcome back to the 5th installment of the Strange Man Mode series. I really hope you're enjoying the grind. In this episode I do want to test out the new mace acquisition and bop some things over the head. Sadly though, I do have to reflect upon our time in Camp d'Azal that is now completed. So ultimately here's the plan. The beauty of the mace is that it's actually a Golem Bane weapon. It deals a 15% additional damage to any golem kind in the game. So what we're going to do is go ahead and unlock Lost City, complete Fairy Rings Part 1 and part of Part 2 so then we can get to the Enchanted Valley, and then I'll tell you all about what we're gonna do in a very unique way. And there is the Restless Ghost quest completed. 8,000 prayer XP for that one, as the first of many. And I'm taking a bit of a quick pit stop over at the Kebos lowland mine. I want to gather up some soft clay so that we can train our crafting up to level 31. Which is required for Lost City. I don't think anyone has ever trained at the spot I'm heading to in Ardy on the west side, but I'm just hoping it has the furnace, because I don't genuinely remember there being a furnace. Beautiful, it does contain an oven. There we go, on the west side of Ardy. I'm going to be probably the only player ever to train using this. Let's see if we can make a bowl. And that's 144 XP per bowl. That's a lot of crafting XP. And almost immediately we get a production fragment. Now the set effects for these are probably some of the best. So chance at extra jewelry, smelting or smithing gem jewelry has a 20% chance to give twice the end product of 100% XP. Pretty nice, but we're more interested in the craftsman set effect, which basically instantaneously makes stuff like cannonballs, smelting ores, and stuff like that. So the more of these we gather, the better. I think we need to unlock fletching pretty soon to increase the odds even more. There is Lost City completed. Also gave us 1 Sage's Renown. Very, very nice. We're up to 50 quest points. And that is the Priest in Peril quest completed as well. Only 2 left to go. Procuring the finest of silver to make a sickle for the Nature Spirit quest from the underground portion of the Edgeville dungeon. And Nature Spirit is completed. That leaves only the Fairy Tale Part 1 quest, and then partially complete Part 2. Yo, we also got level 40 crafting from completing that quest, and incidentally there's a cooking method that I'd like to show off at some point later that involves going from the crafting guild to another place. And as part of the quest preparations, we've made our way out to Hesidius. We need to purchase some secateurs. Remember to support your local business. Vanna has profited off us today. And this is the part of the fairy tale quest that normally fills a lot of players with dread. If we get like a nature talisman, then that will be a very unfortunate day. Let's see what we get given. Right, what did we get given, dude? I didn't even see what we need. Why do you have a nature talisman, bro? So basically by this point, those leeches have taken up like 80% of my food. So I've decided to pull the plug. I'm no longer going to be pursuing the nature talisman. I am going to have to go ahead and unlock Fairy Part 1, and that completes the rest of the quest, and also skips out on the Tangle Root fight, which at level 1 farming that would have taken me another 10 minutes, so between all that, it's far too tedious. I do want to have some fun in this league, so we'll go and complete Part 2 until we access Fairy Rings. And we have now thankfully arrived at the part of the quest that unlocks Fairy Rings. Not only is this essential to our pickaxe upgrade plan, but it also gives us a much needed travel upgrade, because I don't have any teleports at the moment aside from home tele and minigame teleports, because I'm completely out of lore runes. So this is where the beauty of the plan swings into motion. The Baronite Mace with that 15% bonus should be able to crush these golems no problem. Should be getting some nice... Oh, they're ranging! Ah! I've never fought these before. This is exactly why this content is weird. But yeah, we should be able to get some substantial bonuses to our accuracy when we fight these guys. And yeah, let's hope we get a nice pickaxe upgrade. Yeah, I think after having spent like 17 KC here, even with the bonuses of the mace, it's definitely taking far too long for me to take these boys down. So I think I'm going to head back to Camp d'Azal and finish up some more combat training over at the Chaos Golems. And in the meantime, maybe bagging myself a little more loot in the process. I think I want to come back here with like 70 combat. Maybe 50-ish attack, 55 strength, 60 strength. I think that'll be way easier and quicker. Yo, this might have been a good choice. We just picked up a combat fragment, which has not been put directly in our inventory. I'm thinking this might be something to do with melee right now. Ooh, the Unholy Warrior fragment. So yeah, it depends on having 0 prayer left, which I think for now my offensive attacks combined give a bit more. They both give 15%. So it's not of any use now, but we might then be able to combine it to get like nice edge with something else. So yeah, we'll keep this in mind, but not the most interesting fragment for now. Okay, we are at 60 strength and 50 attack. I believe this is where we will depart back to the Enchanted Valley. With these superior stats, those golems should be light work. However, before we leave Kandazar, I do want to get some more food as we burn through the last of our rainbow fish over at the Abyss. So I think I'm going to go ahead and fish some cave eels, which can be found throughout the caverns. And that should actually heal like between 10 and 15. I'm not sure. I haven't ever used them, so it's time to explore the new foods. So I think I've found an even more obscure cooking range than that random shack out in Chazian. Have you guys ever cooked in the depths of the Black Knight's headquarters? Yeah, don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna come down here and cook a bunch of slimy eels. It won't stink up your kitchen or anything, I promise. Oh, ho, ho, we got lucky! Direct upgrade to the rune pickaxe. We could have gone much more KC without seeing this thing right here. It's a 1 in 128, so to kill only 30, which 1 kill on average took about 30-40 seconds. It was a long grind, but there it is, the direct pickaxe upgrade. And equipping a rune weapon right there for 2 additional Sage's Renown. That shall serve us well until the end of the league, or such a time as we decide to go to the wilderness and upgrade even higher to the dragon tier. Next up, we're gonna do the Eagle's Peak quest. We need more transportation methods, and I can think of no better one than the Eagle Network. So we're just obtaining some yellow dye from the shelves to the south of the Farming Guild, and we use the goddamn ferry ring to get here as well, instead of the boat and running all the way west. That is an absolutely beautiful upgrade for the account, getting around the game. Yo, the canoe system is coming in clutch. We just got a harvesting fragment. Now, if this is the home wrecker one, that's actually pretty huge. Yes! I think we just unlocked the last prerequisite to get automatic cooking. So that's called the Alchemist. And that is the Eagle's Peak quest completed. We're up to level 42 Hunter, but more importantly we get the Eagle Transportation Network, which goes to the polar region, to the desert, and to the jungles, as well as back to the Felled Hills. So pretty useful one as well. I need some necklaces of passage before I can easily do that though. So I think we'll head to Shiloh Village right now and quickly mine up some more minerals that we can use to make a few of those before we start using the network. And remember that cute furnace from last episode? I had to come back and Oi, what do you mean? Wow, this guy's rude. I just want to use your cute furnace, bro. Oh, that's just sad and depressing. I'm never gonna support the local business of this guy ever again. Alright, bro, you know what? That last guy with not using our furnace really pissed us off, so we're not gonna be supporting this guy's local economy. We're just gonna steal the necklace mold outright and use it to fuel my transportation around the game. Man, today's a lucky day. We got another relic from just slicing to give us some gems, and I think the Rumple bowstring fragment. Magically spin more bowstrings. Okay, so it's a flax spinning one. Yeah, I think that's going to be basically useless, but other than that, yes, we do have the craftsman effect, so I think we're just missing one, because we got the Incando one as well, so yeah, we just need one more from crafting or fletching, and then we'll be able to automatically produce stuff. Now, our last hurdle before we can get those enchanted jewelry is getting some cosmic runes. Luckily, with the arcane conduit, we should only need a handful, and those should stretch into many more enchants. So I'm gonna head to the Deep Wildy. There's a pickup spot just to the north side of the ice plateau, and we are now ready to enchant our first pieces of jewelry on the Stranger Man journey, as games necklaces along with the rings are fairly common. I think I will shy away from using those. I forgot jade jewelry was actually used with air runes, so May, we enchanted full without using a single cosmic. I think I'm gonna get to like these relics. While I was in the vicinity of the Mage Arena, I thought I might as well pick up the Mage Arena cape, since we literally have no other magic here other than the staff, so it should increase our mage bonus exponentially. And now that we've procured some ways to get around the game a bit quicker, we'll probably set our sights on unlocking the tier 4 relic. I'm getting pretty damn tired of like being limited as to how many I can equip and limiting the set effects. So unlocking a 4th one will actually go a long way to improve the quality of life when I'm doing certain skills, quests, or grinds. See, the Eagle Transportation Network is already coming in clutch. We need to make our way to Karamja to fish some Karambanji for some league tasks. And so we are traveling in style. Look at us, just clinging on for dear life. And we did a couple of league tasks just to the northwest of Piscarilis there, catching 100 lobsters, as well as 50 swordfish. Got 4 Sage's Renown overall, but more importantly, That brought us up by like 5 fishing levels. That was insane, dude. Up to 57 cooking as well. Caught me some beautiful salmon just to the east of Shazian in this cozy looking spot. Very nice. And we have found a really cozy farmstead with a couple of swans where we want to finish up the final task. This is just a farmstead like randomly chilling to the south of a rock. I didn't know about this place, and you can pickpocket this guy who's just like out here pickpocketing the humble sheep. What did I say? Pickpocketing these sheep. I meant looking after these sheep. In any case, we have just completed tier 4, which is absolutely beautiful. We get a brand new slot for our relics, and we just got given a grave robber relic. Let's take a look at what that is. So that just gives more hallowed marks, a specific one to do with the hallowed sepulchre. We might mess around with doing that a bit later. I'm a big sepulchre fan, but yeah, we get a 4th slot, which is really exciting. We get to mix and match a lot more of the set effects, and we'll be able to get more quality of life when we're skilling, like double resources and banking 100% of them. I think I'm gonna go and get 2 smithing levels real quick, show off some more unused mines, and this time use some mithril materials, because I need a new pair of plate legs, you know, the black ones. They've served us well, but it's time to upgrade. So this is exactly why we wanted to invest the time into getting the 4th relic. Not only do we have 100% chance to bank all resources, we're also getting double with the Greedy Gatherer. That was impossible before, or impossible rather. So yeah, we're finally finding our way to the pathway of power in this league. Well, we've just unlocked the point where we get to Crandor on Dragon Slayer 1, but we're here for peaceful means. We're not going to be slaying any dragons anytime soon. I think I want to wait till base 60 stats until we hand in those quests that give really fat XP in combat. For now, let's go to the Mithril Mine. I'm quite confident I can count myself amongst the ranks of very, very few players in the game who have ever mined on the west side of Crandor. And what a beautiful sight. Honestly, a very reclined place. As much as it's contrasted by the danger above, this tranquil shore is a nice place to set up shop. It's time to pay homage to the man himself, settled by using the sleep anvil to construct the plate leg upgrade. We can stand to make a good bit of money from these as well, since a lot of these will be duplicate pairs, so this +8 to skills relic is definitely coming in clutch. We're gonna have like upwards of 100k after we alch all the remaining upgrades. What a way to train crafting, dude, intentionally shearing sheep. I'll soon show you why this is a convenient method, even though it's far slower than anything else I can think of for crafting. But we do it because it's strange, and because we love strange on this channel. We've just simply got to show love to this spinning wheel in South Falador. I think I remember using this thing like once as a kid, so man, this series is bringing back all sorts of memories, but I never did that as a kid. 1 full inventory, that only gave 540. Yikes, we're gonna have to do quite a few inventories. I suppose these will come in useful in the future anyway, so let's just go and do it, have some peaceful times over at the sheep. There's so many strange quirks and curiosities about this very method. How many of you knew that there was an underwall tunnel in Falador? I swear before this point I only thought there was the one with the crossbow further east. Aha, this inventory gets us 42 crafting, and together with the relic that gives the invisible +8 boost, we are now able to create a ruby amulet. And of course, to stick to the spirit of the series, we're going to create all of those ingredients from scratch. Maybe aside from the ruby, but yeah, we'll definitely get the gold bar from scratch. A humble piece of gold sourced from the mine next to the vultures out near Nada. This is the true desert mining. So it appears we've hit a bit of an impasse right now. We don't currently possess an amulet mold. So I was looking at the wiki entry, and I think I'm going to head to the barbarian camp. It's a 1 in 128 drop. So I'm praying for good RNG, dude. Ooh, unusual methods favor the account. We got another unusual or unidentified fragment for combat. What is this one going to be? The Venom Master fragment. I think this is something to do with poison. Ooh, apply poison and poison immunity. Your attacks have a chance to inflict 3 poison damage. Interesting. That's not a bad fragment. What else does it do? Absolute unit. So this is the tank one. This is probably one of the better ones for combat that you can acquire for some of the bossing we can do later on. Oh man, I don't even want to begin to describe how long that took. We finally got the mold. It does in fact exist. Holy, let's pull the loot tracker up. 357 barbarians. Why did that grind take forever? In any case, that means any amulet we make from here on out is going to feel deserved. We went from 60 to 65 strength, from 48 to 55 defense. So the combat is looking pretty strong right now. So, we may finally start on the Slayer grind. And it is time to forge the upgrade of a lifetime. We've gone with the brass necklace from the very beginning of the league. Now, just in time for the Slayer grind, we will put together a really powerful ruby amulet, which will then be an amulet of strength, which will give us about 2 max hits. Yeah. So yeah, now that we've spent some time with that tomfoolery, we can go ahead and unlock the Slayer skill. So if you give me just one moment right here, that's another 15 points to unlock. One of the better skills in the entire game. It will serve as a way to obtain a bunch of upgrades a bit later down the line. I think predominantly I do want to stick with the melee skills for now. And the reason why I've unlocked this in Cutlass is because I want to use Mazkana for at least the first little bracket of Slayer training. Humble Mazkana. 42 heal giants to begin. Slayer is actually one of the best skills in the entire Strange Man mode, because I'll be able to show off some less used and bizarre locations, such as this little hill giant grove just to the south of the Orania altar. This is where we're going to be setting up shop and chonging some of these big boys on the head. And there we have it. The very first Slayer task of the league has been completed. We got 2 giant keys, so honestly I'm going to unlock Obor because it's only 5 points, 5 Sages Renown rather. And it has plenty of rune items that we can technically use as upgrades. Going from Mithril all the way to rune is kind of big content for me, so I had no idea. But when you unlock Obor, you basically get given 5 giant keys on top of the 2 I already had. So provided I can actually kill it, that's almost a guaranteed rune med upgrade or something. So I'm just headed to Aubrey now, and I'm going to spend some of this fat cash pile from alchemy mithril plate legs and steel plate bodies on some death runes, because that's the highest level magic we can cast. But other than that, this is like our BIS for magic right now, so yeah, we could be pretty screwed here. Yes, you stood no chance. Any rune upgrades? Whoa, hold on a sec. There's just too much things on the floor to see all at once. We got an unidentified combat fragment. That is exciting. Let's see. Perhaps this is something good. Thrall damage. Ooh, interesting. Here we go. Increases thrall damage. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be interested in the base effects of this, but we're interested in twin strikes. So no twin strikes there, but chain magic might be actually somewhat good as well, because I think I've got at least another 1 relic that allows that. So second Obor KC brought snares with me this time. Back to back 20 limpet roots. Wow, that is beautiful. We love to see that. No rune upgrade just yet. I think we're going to call it there. But whenever we come back, we know we can easily do it, especially with chain magic active. Time for the second assignment from Mazkana, the uncommon Slayer Master. I think I'm going to keep going till I get around Warrior's Guild stats, so 70 strength and 60 attack. Currently tasked with killing some skeletons. There's so many different caves we can go to for that, but I think I've got the humble area in mind. And even though we've not been faced off with Elvarg yet, we are going to intimidate her by crushing the massive skeleton boys right outside her lobby. Yeah, there was no way for me to do these cow fights in any interesting area, so I guess this is a bit of a boring one, but we did get a hard leather body. That's technically an upgrade, so... Yo, shouts out to Wizard for this idea, which might genuinely be the best spot in the entire game to kill hobgoblins. Who has ever gone off the north coast of the Releka Peninsula and killed these hobgoblins? I think I can genuinely only reach like 2, but might as well stick it out and kill like 30 on task that way. So, we have been assigned some rock slugs by Mazkana. However, there's a very, very weird fact about them, and that it doesn't require bags of salt, which I just purchased, if you have a Brine saber. Since we specifically are 47 Slayer, which is what's required to kill Brine rats, I almost feel like the game is inviting me to take part in this grind, especially with the double drop rate. So let's just drop everything, go and complete Olaf's quest, and then, yeah, get to work on the Brine rats, I guess. And since that slippery walkway at Olaf's quest is treacherous for not allowing you to pass until you got a fairly decent agility level, we are gonna grind a little bit of the Barbarian agility course. This feels nostalgic, dude. I think I'm gonna hit like 40 and then I'm gonna go and do the quest. And here is 40 agility. That did not take long. I'm probably still gonna fail a fair few times on that little catwalk. But to unlock the quest, I actually need to do Fremenic trials. I don't really particularly fancy tracking down that Draugen, so I think I'm just gonna use an unlock. Wonder how much it's gonna set us back. Yeah, after some deliberation, even though it means we'll miss out on the XP from Dragon Slayer 1, we're gonna go ahead and unlock Fremenic 1. like I said, I don't really fancy doing the Fremenic trials. We'd need to unlock some other skills that we don't have yet, such as fletching. So here we go, the second quest unlock. Aha, there is Olaf's quest completed. I must have failed that walkway about at least 70 times. Whoa, 59 defense from 55. That's pretty nice, almost that dragon tier. Look at us, 70 strength coming in. We are growing powerful on the leagues. Time to turn our attention to attack. Absolutely gorgeous. We've just hit the bottomless quiver fragment. For any range training here on out, we basically have the assembler perk without having the assembler unlocked. And there we have it, 60 attack. That is now Warriors Guild stats obtained. I'm gonna go back to training strength until we can get the Brine Saber unlocked. A few hours deep into the grind and we're in a bit of a predicament. Even though we just hit level 80 strength, you can see how much XP we've gained just today, over 1.1 mil. It has seemed that I was falsely of the opinion that the Brine Saber was actually part of the doubled drop rate once you hit tier 4. Sadly, for some reason, due to a massive Jagex oversight that I think frankly should lead to a rollback in the league, the Brine Saber is not part of that, and therefore we've killed almost 900 of these things. However, we are not leaving. I guess this is just the sunk cost fallacy, the amulet mold repeating itself all over again. Oh my god. We finally got one. We finally got a Brine Saber. You would not believe me if I said how long this took. Just look at my inventory. Almost 3,000 death runes. 760 raw sharks. Yeah, this grind took 2,650 kills. That's well over 5x the drop rate. I'm gonna go kill me some slugs. Yo, Elite Task completed as well, the Brine Saber. Much important upgrades. Let's go. Okay, we are gonna do these down in the Lumbridge Swamp Caves. We are very strong with 88 strength. Yeah, we too hit them. So look at that, we don't need any bags of salt. It was definitely not worth the 5 days I spent in the salt dungeon, but you know, it is what it is. Let's just enjoy some Recline Slayer. How many people in the game can say that they got the Mystic Gloves light drop from the slugs in Lumbridge Cellar while killing them with a Brine Saber on the league? I think it's just me. Just me, dude. I think at 50 Slayer we'll be transitioning to a new Slayer Master, so let's go ahead and grab the final assignment, see what Mazkanar gives to us. Oh, Hobgoblins. I have discovered a somewhat suspicious area on my way to the Hobgoblins on the peninsula just northeast of Hesidius. You can guess by yourself what happened with these two people. I mean, that stain looks kind of ominous. Look at this place, it's absolutely brimming with hobgoblins. I remember exploring this zone on the day that Zaya released. How different things were back then, there was barely anything to do there. Well, there is level 50 Slayer. I think at this point we do want to transition to a new master. We'll be doing some Cheldar Slayer in the next episode. And as well as the Baronite Mace has saved me, or served me rather, all this time, I think we'll also be moving on to the next tier in the progression, so I'll be looking forward to that. We might go for some gear upgrades from Obor as well, but yeah, this is what the stats are looking like at the end of this current episode. We got all the way to 89 strength and 90 combat off the back of those Brine Rats, so the Slayer grind should be somewhat smooth despite the lack of gear upgrades. But I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy.